Hi, I'm Timshel here at the Science Museum of Virginia, and here are my top 5 life science stories for 2024. Coming in at number 5. If you like to drink coffee as much as I do, then this story's for you. Scientists have been digging into the history of the most popular type of coffee, Arabica. They've discovered that it formed from a hybridization event between 300 and 600,000 years ago in Ethiopia. The cool thing about this event is that the new species of coffee kept the entire genome from both of its parents, instead of the usual half. This event is common in plants, although unusual in animals, and is responsible for some of our favorite foods like strawberries. Now, while this hybridization event caused the Arabica beans to survive better at the time, it's left it vulnerable to diseases like coffee leaf rust. The scientists found areas of the genome that confer resistance to this disease, giving us the hope that we'll have varieties of coffee long into the future. Coming in at number 4, Galactic Slime. Slime molds are fascinating organisms that aren't actually mold. These single-celled entities can come together to form masses of ooze that search their environment for food. Researchers have put this capability to the test and have found that they can solve mazes and even map complex networks like human subway systems. Pretty impressive for something that doesn't have a brain. To understand how the universe has evolved over time, astronomers need an accurate map. This inspired astronomers to create an algorithm based on that amazing mapping organism, the slime mold. Amazingly, the algorithm produced the most accurate map we've seen that outcompeted any human-created algorithm in the past. Coming in at number 3. The city of Pompeii is famous for its excellent preservation that resulted from the volcanic eruption in 79 AD. Paleontologists were recently thrilled to discover some fossils preserved by a volcanic eruption 570 million years ago near Morocco. The organisms preserved in this eruption are trilobites. Related to crabs and spiders, these critters ruled the Paleozoic oceans until they went extinct before the dinosaurs. Although we have lots of fossils of these animals, they've been fragmentary, and there's parts of their bodies that we haven't been able to understand. The excellent preservation from this volcanic eruption allowed scientists to use X-ray technology to scan the fossils and create 3D images of the trilobites for the first time. We've been able to see the tiny hairs that are covering their legs, mouth parts that we didn't know existed, and even the fact that there are tiny organisms that were living on the trilobites themselves. Get ready for number 2. Have you ever wished that you had X-ray vision? Doctors certainly do. They need to look beneath your skin to diagnose disease, but things like biopsies, X-rays, and MRIs can be expensive or invasive. So scientists are looking for ways to make skin transparent. Skin, unfortunately, is opaque because as light enters your skin, it hits fat molecules in water and cells and muscles and bounces all over the place. So in this experiment, scientists are exploring dyes that, when applied to skin, would reduce the scattering of light and allow you to see underneath it. So this time, they applied FD&C Yellow Number 5, a food dye found in some of our favorite triangular chips, to living mouse skin. Amazingly, it reduced the light scattering, and for about 10 minutes, scientists were able to see working blood vessels and organs beneath the mouse's skin. Now, this isn't ready for prime time, so rubbing these chips on your skin will not make you invisible. Stay tuned for more. My absolute favorite science story for the year, coming in at number 1. Maybe fireflies should think twice before heading for the light. In this super amazing experiment, scientists discovered that certain types of spiders use male fireflies as lures for a fatal rendezvous. Think of it as the ultimate in catfishing, except instead of using photos, they're using light signals. They designed a clever experiment where in spider webs, they put male fireflies. In some of the webs, they left the spider to do its thing, and in others, they removed the spider. In webs where there was no spider, the male firefly just stayed stuck, didn't change its fire flashing pattern, and no additional fireflies were caught. But in webs where the spider was still there, the minute the male firefly was put in their web, the spider ran to the firefly, bit it, wrapped it up, leaving the light organ uncovered. And in these webs, something amazing happened. The male fireflies stopped flashing like males and started flashing like females. Other male fireflies, seeing what they thought was a female signal, flew towards it and got caught in the web. Bam! Dinner for the spider. Now, we don't yet know how this happens. Is it the bite? Is it venom? Is it something else? We hope to find out more through further experiments. From sipping coffee to slimy science, see-through skin, and spooky spiders, 2024 was a science sensation. Stay tuned to the Science Museum of Virginia as future discoveries unfold.